From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, this is Huntsville High School Lady Hornets Basketball. It's time for the Lady Hornets pregame show. Now let's head down to the floor with the voice of Lady Hornets Basketball, Collin Neill.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from the Paul Bowen Gym here in Huntsville, Texas, where the Huntsville Lady Hornets will be taking on the Kingwood Park Panthers. Good evening, everybody. Collin Neill here, courtside, and this is a big game here, ladies and gentlemen. And Huntsville Lady Hornets coming off of a very, very tough loss against the Lufkin Lady Pack, rather. And Huntsville Lady Hornets head coach Latoya Bennett looked to bounce back. They are still first in district with a 5-1 record, but they look to bounce back after that tough loss against Lufkin last Tuesday. And they're going up against Kingwood Park Lady Panthers, and they look to continue their success against them as they defeated them last time out a couple of weeks ago. But before we head on to our pregame interview, we're going to go ahead and look at where these two teams have been since they first met. Again, Huntsville, they are 3-1 since meeting Kingwood Park at their place. It was on January 10th, 59-36 victory. Just a good offensive output from everybody, and it was a good defensive output as well. Then, of course, they went on to beat Nacogdoches, Dayton, Porter, and then this last time out losing to the Lufkin Lady Pack at their place, 52-38. Not what head coach Latoya Bennett calls Huntsville Lady Hornet basketball. It was just a tough game overall, defensively and offensively, and they look to bounce back again. Still first in the district with a 5-1 record, but it's a new clean slate. You're back at home after being on the road 2 games in a row. You just look to get back into form, because after this, you are going to go on the road for 2 more games against a 2.5-hour drive to Nacogdoches and an hour and a half drive to Dayton, and then you finish off your season against Porter. And this is where playoff implications will come into effect. And the Huntsville Lady Hornets want to clinch that playoff spot early, and they also want to clinch the division, the outright district title outright, and have nothing else to worry about heading into a potential deep postseason run. Because as head coach Latoya Bennett has said, that this team, it's one of her best teams that she has coached, and behind her assistant coaches and the players led by Mahea Twine, they look to prove that they can make a deep run to the playoffs and potentially a state championship appearance. Looking at Kingwood Park, the Lady Panthers, they are second in the district, 4-2. So we're looking at 1 versus 2 tonight. It's going to be a really, really good matchup. Ever since Huntsville visited their place just about 17 days ago, they've been on a fairly decent run. They have won 4 in a row. They beat Porter at Porter, then they beat Lufkin at home, they beat Dayton at Dayton, and they beat Nacogdoches at Kingwood Park. And now they come into this matchup against the Huntsville Lady Hornets 4-2, and they're going to be here, and this is what will cap the season series between Kingwood Park and Huntsville. It's going to be a really good matchup. They are led by a player that proved herself to be a really good leader and a good ball handler last time out under first-year head coach Andrew Cross. And that would be Anaya Cross, the sophomore guard, standing at 5'4", wearing number 5. She will look to prove that she can wreak havoc among the Huntsville Lady Hornets, because they know that the Huntsville Lady Hornets are coming off of a very, very tough loss, and they really do want to build off of that loss and use that to their advantage. We're getting a very, very, very packed house here. It is Cancer Awareness Night here in Huntsville, Texas at the Paul Bowen Gym. Head coach Latoya Bennett locked in and focused. When practice was over, she actually had a one-on-one with Mahea Twine. Mahia Twine is their leader. She will look to her to be the floor general, to direct traffic, to relay her instructions. So head coach Latoya Bennett had a one-on-one with Mahia Twine before they head to the locker room after practice. And I talked to head coach Latoya Bennett, and she said that Mahia Twine does not like to lose, not at all. Kind of giving me the Moneyball vibes of I hate losing more than I hate winning. And that is what you want out of your players, someone that just really, really hates to lose. But tonight, they got to set the Lufkin game aside and come out with the victory, and hopefully in a very convincing way against the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers. We're going to go ahead and step aside and take a break, and when we come back, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Latoya Bennett before this ball game, where the team has been, and some very good news as a player returns from them. Live from the Paul Bowen Gym in Huntsville, Texas, live from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Collin, Neill here with head coach Latoya Bennett. Coach, how's the team been ever since that tough loss y'all took against Lufkin?
Well, we came back in on Wednesday, and we just talked about, runs and staying together as a team. We had, just a long talk about that. We watched film on ourselves. We never really led on Tuesday night, and I felt like we didn't have our identity out there. And the girls regrouped. We had a great practice yesterday, a great shoot-around today, and I'm just praying that it carries over into the game.
Yeah, and that was the back half of a 2-game road trip, and it's a good thing, and it's got to be a good thing y'all are back at home because y'all got to go back on the road for 2 straight games. How important it is to win tonight?
It's going to set the tone, get the girls refocused, help build on a lot of, motivation that we need, to push up that 2-game road trip. It's nothing that we have not seen before, but, I think the girls need the win tonight just so we can get back on track.
Any update on Aquarius Howard?
She's going to be ready to go tonight. The trainers are telling me she needs to get back out there, help her build her confidence. She's looked good the last couple of days in practice. We kind of rested her a little bit and shoot around just so, she'd be ready to go during the game. But I think she's going to be okay.
Minutes restriction or 100% going out there?
She's going to be on a minutes restriction. I'm not going to put her out there 100% yet. But I know Aquarius, she's going to want to get out there and go. But, we're going to take our time with her because we're going to need her down the stretch in the playoffs.
All right, Coach, what are your keys to the game tonight to get back on track?
Well, Mahia Twine has to play her game. She's got to get inside. I thought Tuesday night she didn't do enough for that. And I think that Janavia Gage and Chelsea Butler are going to play a huge part on the boards inside, helping us to get the win and play Lady Hornet Basketball.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
That was head coach Latoya Bennett of Huntsville Lady Hornets. We'll be back for the final segment of the pregame show live from the Paul Bowen Gym from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
back, ladies and gentlemen. Collin, Neill here, live from the Paul Bowen Gym in Huntsville, Texas. We are just about a few minutes away from tip-off. So to cap off the pregame show, I got your starting lineups, and as you heard from head coach LaToya Bennett, Aquarius Howard is back and ready to go. She will be on a minutes restriction, so we'll keep an eye on that. First off, for the Kingwood Park Panthers, number 3, the sophomore guard, Asia Martin. And number 5, the sophomore guard, Anaya Cross. The senior guard, number 12, Maddie McDaniel, starts alongside them, along with Biva Bird, who's someone to keep an eye on, number 21, the senior forward. And finally, to round off the Kingwood Park Panthers starting lineup, will be number 30, the senior, Katie Gerbisick, the guard. And for your Huntsville Lady Hornets, it'll be Marquise West at the forward position, number 1. And number 11, the always reliable junior point guard, Mahea Twine. And then making her return to the starting lineup tonight and return as a whole, the number 12, the junior guard, Aquarius Howard. And then starting down low will be number 23, the senior, Janavia Gage. And then finally, to round off the starting lineup for the Huntsville Lady Hornets, it will be the junior post, Chelsea Butler. That will do it for the pregame show. When we come back, tip-off is next. Live from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
Basketball pregame show. Get ready, Hornet Nation. Tip-off is next.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
With the underneath look. Hallsville running out of time on their season. It's no good, and the Lady Hornets advance. Kraft will put this one up. What a shot! Timeout, Highland Park.
The following is a KSAM Sports presentation on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to feel the sting. It's time once again for Huntsville Lady Hornet Basketball. Now let's head courtside and join the voice of Huntsville Lady Hornet Basketball, Collin Neill.
And a pleasant good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from the Paul Bowen Gym in Huntsville, Texas, where the Huntsville Lady Hornets will be taking on the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers. Hello, everybody. Collin Neill here on the sidelines for the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Again, this is KSAM Sports. It is Cancer Awareness Night here in Huntsville, Texas, as the starting lineup is going to get introduced here. We are just about a couple minutes from tip-off. This is a very, very big game. The Lady Hornets really do want to get a win because that was just such a tough loss against the Lufkin Lady Pack. It was the same results as last year where they split the two-game series. But last year when they faced the Lufkin Lady Pack, it was close. But not this time around, as they lost by double digits. And that is not what head coach Latoya Bennett calls Huntsville Lady Hornet basketball. But a good news, you do get junior guard Aquarius Howard back in the starting lineup, back in the game. And yes, she is under a minutes restriction, but getting her back into the lineup will be huge. This is her typical starting lineup, and freshman guard Jaslyn Hill has done such a good job of taking over that role. And Jaslyn Hill definitely has earned some minutes and has definitely earned respect among the team as a freshman. This team is close. They are looking to win tonight. They are looking to get back on the right track, and they are looking to get one step closer to clinching the playoff spot, the district championship rather, and also gearing their way towards what could potentially be a deep playoff run to a state championship appearance. We are about to get underway here in Huntsville, Texas. Janavia Gage at center court. It'll be Asia Martin as well alongside her to tip off. And here we go. Aquarius Howard in her first game back gets the ball. Finds Twine on the left wing inside the Sweat. Chelsea Butler receives the pass, and that is how you want to start the ball game. Chelsea Butler gets the first points of the night, and that is a traveling violation against Kingwood Park. It will be Huntsville Lady Hornet ball. Huntsville in the white with the numbers in green with green stripes on their jersey. The Kingwood Park Panthers in a gray uniform, but a dark gray with the numbers in black. Twine passes it inside on the right block to Gage. Puts up the shot. No good. Ball is still loose. Some fight for the ball, but Biva Bird for the Kingwood Park Panthers gets the ball. Up the court is Martin. Stolen, intercepted by Sweat. Left-handed layup misses, but she is fouled on the shot. Looks like the foul is going to be on Anaya Cross, and Sweat will now go to the line to shoot two. With 7:10 left in the first quarter. And it's going to be an early timeout called by head coach Andrew Cross of the Kingwood Park Panthers. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So while we have a pause in the action, let's thank some more of our wonderful sponsors. Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. And AB Squared Self-Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility. About to get back underway here. Sweat will be at the free throw line to shoot two after getting fouled on Cross on the shot after she stole the ball on the interception. Sweat's first free throw doesn't go in. Let us know where you are tuning in from. Just put it in the YouTube live chat. A packed house here in Huntsville, Texas. Kingwood Park traveled really well as well. Sweat's second free throw doesn't go. Offensive rebound by Gage to Butler. Loses it. It was tipped away by Bird. She dribbles up the court. Sweat tips it right from behind her. It is going to be out of bounds off of Sweat. It'll still be Kingwood Park ball. That's Green. They'll inbound it. Cross to Martin. Martin drives inside, passes it into the corner to Gerbisic. Ball's loose. That's McDaniel in the corner. That doesn't go. Sweat with the rebound. Twine up the court. Twine receives the pass, thought about the three. Looks like she stepped on the sideline out of bounds, so it'll go to Kingwood Park. Aquarius Howard will check out of the ball game, and coming in will be freshman guard Jaslyn Hill. That's Cross moving up the court. There's a whistle. It's going to be a foul. It is going to be on. Look like the ref signaled for Markia Sweat. They will inbound right in front of us. That's McDaniel, and that's intercepted by Sweat, but she tips it out of bounds. It'll still be Kingwood Park ball. Bird, one of the best players in the state. Very good at rebounding and scoring. They'll be looking to her, Kingwood Park will. Huntsville look to contain her. That's Martin trying to find someone, but is stolen by Chelsea Butler. That is Hill moving up the court. Passes off to Twine. Twine directing traffic. 6:12 left in the first quarter. Crossover. Gage with the ball. Hill inside the Butler to Twine on the left wing for three. Got it! That three-pointer is sponsored by AB Squared Self-Storage, and that is what Twine needs to do. She needs to hit her shots on the arc to get this team going 5-0 with 5:48 left to go. Full court press, Kingwood Park having trouble, and that is a 10-second violation, and the ball will go back to Huntsville. Hill up the court. Finds Butler inside, but it is tipped by Cross and stolen completely by Martin. That's Gerbisic on the ball for the Lady Panthers. Passes it off to McDaniel. Three ball doesn't go. Rebound Sweat. Twine cross court to Hill. To Gage from Sweat along the baseline. Outside the Hill. Thought about the three, but passes off to Twine. Huntsville taking their time, trying to find a quality shot. Gage with the jump shot, doesn't go. A little too soft. That's McDaniel going up the court. Sweat is on the guard. Bird receives the pass, guarded by Gage. Huntsville playing a little bit of a man-to-man. Drives inside, Bird will, and she will put up the layup for 2 points. The first points of the game for Kingwood Park. Liviana Wynn will be set to check in, the freshman forward. Twine to Hill in the corner, back to Twine. Thought about the three, but passes it off to Gage. Twine will pull up for the three, and that's another one for her. Another AB Squared self-storage three for Mahia Twine. Off to a hot start tonight. And the ball is stolen by Twine, and she will move up the court. Gets past a Lady Panther, puts up the layup, doesn't go, but she is fouled on the shot, and she will go to the line. The shoot two foul was committed by Anaya Cross. With 4:01 left in the first quarter. Twine's first free throw does not go in. Coming into the ball game for the Huntsville Lady Hornets will be Oliviana Wynn, and Aquarius Howard will check back in. Chelsea Butler and Markia Sweat will head to the bench. So far, no substitutions for Kingwood Park. Second free throw doesn't go. It is rebounded by Bird. Right in front of us. Stolen, intercepted by Gage. To Howard, to Twine in the corner. 3:48 left in the first quarter, loses the ball, but she is fouled by Martin. It'll still be Huntsville ball. Howard will inbound it. That is Kingwood Park's third foul of this half. Substitution for the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers. Coming in will be Emma Green, the junior guard. Along with her will be Favor Rogers, the senior guard. Layup by Gage goes in. Huntsville are doing it all in all circles, in the paint and on the arc. It's going to be an off-ball foul on Wynn. It'll still be Kingwood Park ball. 3:35 left in the first quarter. Bird receives the inbound. Gets cross half court. Tries to go cross court, finds Rogers. And that's Cross in the corner for three. Doesn't go. Rebound Bird out of nowhere, and she puts it up for the second chance points. Bird so far has all 4 points for the Lady Panthers with 3:15 left in the first quarter. And that's what Huntsville's done such a good job so far, is waiting for that quality shot, not forcing anything like they did against Lufkin. Twine dribbling along the baseline, being double teamed. Double team backs off to Hill. To Howard. For a three, doesn't go, rolls in and out. Twine gets the rebound. Inside to Wynn, cross court to Howard. Looks like they're going to call it an offensive foul on Gage. It might have been an illegal screen. Wynn and Gage will head to the bench. Butler and Sweat will check back in for the Lady Hornets. Inbound passes tipped very loudly by Twine. It'll still be Kingwood Park ball. Gerbisek trying to find somebody, does with Bird. 2:44 left in this first quarter. And the foul is going to be committed on Twine, a reach-in foul. Trying to steal the ball from Gerbisek, and that's something that Twine is really good at, is being able to read the dribble and poke the ball away, but this time it doesn't work out well for her. Both teams now with 3 team fouls each. That's Bird, guarded by Sweat. Thania McGowan will set the check-in next dead ball. Rogers driving inside. That's Cross who loses it, fakes the shot, back to Rogers. Handed it off to Cross, faked the shot to the corner to Green for three, and that one goes in. Some good ball movement from Kingwood Park after struggling at the beginning of this first quarter. 2:06 left in the first quarter. Butler to Hill, thought about the three, drives inside, tries to pass it off to Howard, but the pass was way too high. It'll go to Kingwood Park. The senior forward, Thania McGowan, will now check into the ballgame for Huntsville. Mahea Twine will head to the bench. That's Rogers with the ball, guarded by Sweat. Ball is poked loose. They're saying it is off of Sweat last, so it'll still be Kingwood Park ball. They'll inbound right in front of us with 1:54 left in the first quarter. That's Gerbisek who will inbound the ball. Butler playing congested defense, tips it, but Rogers recovers it. That is going to be a traveling violation on Favor Rogers. It will go back to Huntsville. Again, it's such a packed crowd here. The biggest crowd I have seen for a home game so far this season. Kingwood Park, though, also traveled. Good on them. Howard making her return to not only the starting lineup but the game. She's been out ever since the district opener. And she'll take a three-pointer, doesn't go. Rebound by Butler. The ball was tipped. It's going to be a jump ball call. Possession arrow favors the Lady Panthers. .90 seconds left in the first quarter. Kingwood Park looking to make it a one-point game or tie it with a three ball. That's Gerbisek with the ball, guarded by Butler. Inside, but it is stolen by Hill. Hill moving up the court against Gerbisek. Euro step, this is a wild shot, doesn't go. But she is fouled on the shot, and she will go to the line to shoot two of her own. Janavia Gage will be set to check back into the ball game after this free throw by Hill that goes in. Butler will head to the bench. Coming in for the first time this ball game for the Kingwood Park Panthers will be Ellery Stanislaw, the junior guard forward. Hill's second free throw rattles in and out. That's Green with the rebound. Huntsville still pouring on that Lady Hornet defense. McGowan tips it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Lady Hornets. Good job by McGowan to tip the ball, to let it loose, and Howard and Hill were there to get the jump ball called. Anaya Cross will head to the bench. Looks like coming in for her would be Asia Martin. Hill at the top of the key to Howard. Back to Hill. 45 seconds left. Gage fights it off of Green, puts up the shot, and she was fouled on the play. She will go to the line to shoot two with 42.9 seconds left. Gage's first free throw goes in. It's a very interesting free throw mechanic shooting, but as I always say, if it works, it works. I mean, we've seen over the years in basketball's history interesting shooting mechanics, and they just work for certain people, as Gage goes perfect at the free throw line. That trip as the Lady Panthers are trying to pour on some more points. They haven't scored in a couple of minutes. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. That's Green to Rogers for three, doesn't go. Rebound by Martin. Ball still loose, jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors. Actually, it looks like they're going to call a foul, rather. Don't know who they called it on, but it will still be Huntsville ball. It looked like it was amongst that scuffle for the ball. Sweat was involved in it. Clock didn't stop for a second. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Howard with the ball. She will take her time. Kingwood Park has 16 fouls. They have a foul to give. Hill for three, doesn't go. Rebounded by Green. It's 5 seconds left. They need to get off a shot. She loses it, throws it up to Bird. 1 second left, stolen by Sweat, and that is how the first quarter will end. 13-7, Huntsville Lady Hornets are up against the Kingwood Park Panthers. Don't go away. We have the second quarter coming your way live from the Paul Bowen Gym in Huntsville, Texas, from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
KSAM.
Welcome back to the Paul Bowen Gym. Collin, Neill here. Huntsville Lady Hornets up 13-7. The beginning of the second quarter underway as the Lady Panthers will start with the ball first. That is cross. Step back jumper goes in, and that is what you want to do if you are the Kingwood Park Panthers. Got to take advantage of every open shot because the Huntsville Lady Hornets will make sure you don't get any of those. That's Twine on the right wing. Butler had her pass tip. It's recovered by Bird. Bird driving inside, layup, and that one is good. A quick 4-point swing in about 28 seconds for the Lady Panthers. Huntsville look to respond. Twine to Hill. And that is stolen by Cross, guarded by Twine. She'll hand it off to Martin. Puts up the shot, doesn't go. Great transition defense by Twine, and she will get fouled by Bird for pushing. It'll still be Huntsville ball. Twine made up for that mistake, giving the ball up to Cross with that great transition defense. And with that foul by Cross, it will put Huntsville at the line from here on out after every foul for the 1-and-1 bonus. Twine, the left-hander, goes in for the first free throw. She'll go for another. Twine's second free throw goes in and fixes the net. It was a little twisted up and it fixes it. Kingwood Park moving up the court very quickly. That is Cross to Gerbisek. Fakes the three-point shot, but travels in the process. It'll go back to Huntsville just like that. 7:01 left in the second quarter. Possession arrow currently favors Huntsville, so if a jump ball is called, it will go Huntsville's way, something that Huntsville need to keep an eye on, take advantage of. That pass is stolen by Maddie McDaniel, the senior guard for Kingwood Park. That's Gerbisek, double teamed by Sweat and Hill. McDaniel driving along the baseline, tipped and stolen by Twine. She'll move up quickly. Left-handed layup doesn't go, rebounded by Cross. That's McDaniel. Inside the Bird, shot doesn't go. It was wide open. That was Martin, rather. 6:20 left in the second quarter. Oliviana Wynn and Thania McGowan will check back in along with Aquarius Howard. Gage receives the pass, puts up a shot. Looked like she was fouled, but no call. Butler with the offensive rebound, but pass is tipped and stolen by Cross. McDaniel with the ball to Gerbisek in the corner for three, and that one goes in. A one-point game just like that. Huntsville look to respond. They have to. They cannot let Kingwood Park go on a run. They do have the 1-on-1 bonus in hand, so they can drive inside and cause a foul. And the ball will go out of bounds as the pass is overthrown just a bit by Twine. Gage could not get it. Wynn, McGowan, and Howard will come into the ball game for the Lady Hornets. Butler, Sweat, and Hill will head to the bench. That's Martin up the court for the Lady Panthers. Cross guarded by McGowan, no for a defense. Gerbisek for another three, and that one goes in once again for the senior guard. Three straight three-pointers for Gerbisek. That puts Kingwood Park in the lead by 2. Twine. Back to Howard. 5:02 left. Twine trying to answer back. Doesn't go in. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by McGowan. It will go Kingwood Park's way. McDaniel trying to find an option, does with Cross, moving quickly against Wynn. Loses the ball. Good defense by Wynn. That forces the loose ball. Twine cleans it up. Huntsville looking to tie or take the lead here. Cross court to McGowan. To Howard, driving inside. Twine taking her time. Huntsville will have to find a quality shot here to get back in this ball game. They can't let Kingwood Park keep going on this run. That's Twine to win. Twine gets the ball back. To Howard. Inside to Gage. Pass is tipped. Gage gets fouled. The foul will be on, it's like they're calling it on Martin. So Gage will now go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. The Kingwood Park crowd does not like it. So is there a substitution? Yep, it's a substitution. Emma Green, the junior guard, will check in for Katie Gerbisek, which is kind of interesting to say the least, as Gerbisek has been your hottest shooter of the night. Gage's first free throw doesn't go. Ball still loose. Recovered by Wynn. It goes out of bounds off of Wynn. Looked like it bounced off her foot. It will go Kingwood Park. 4:08 left in the second quarter. Stolen by Wynn. Nope, it is stolen by Wynn. Gets it off the Twine for the layup. Goes in, and Huntsville finally get on the board after a long drought. With 4 minutes left, it is tied. Ball is tipped, stolen by Gage. Euro step. The shot doesn't go, but they call it a traveling violation on Janavia Gage. Jaslyn Hill will now check into the ballgame for the Lady Hornets. Oliviana Wynn will head to the bench. Martin receives the inbound pass. It's going to be a foul on Hill for, looks like a little bit of hip check right there. With 3:50 left in the ball game, Huntsville now have 4 team fouls. McDaniel finds Cross, dribbling inside, left-handed shot doesn't go. It was missed. Hill with the rebound, trying to move up the court with 3:40 left. To McGowan, to Gage on the right block. Cross court to Twine, to Howard, to Hill. Driving inside, running floater, doesn't go. Gage almost had the rebound, but Kingwood Park recovers it. That is McDaniel. Cross receives the pass, dribbling inside, left-handed shot doesn't go, bit of a wild one. Great defense by Hill. Ball is still loose. Twine recovers it after Howard lost it. Three minutes left in the first half. Huntsville looking to take the lead right here as they're taking their time. Howard rather inside to Gage for the shot, doesn't go, but she is fouled on the shot. She will go to the line to shoot 2. Some of the crowd still pouring in for the Lady Hornets. Again, this is, for me, as far as I've seen, the biggest home crowd so far in this district season. Gage's first free throw bounces, goes in off the backboard. Checking in for the first time in this ball game, it'll be the freshman guard, Chloe Sanders, coming in for Aquarius Howard. Maddie McDaniel will head to the bench for the Lady Panthers. Coming in, looks like it's Alexa Bustamante coming in, the senior forward for the Lady Panthers, as Gage hit her second free throw to give Huntsville a 2-point lead. With 2:45 left in the first half. Ball's loose. It was off the Hill last, according to the referee. It'll still be Lady Panther ball. Pass was tipped by McGowan on the inbound. Martin with it. That's Cross, rather. Cross dribbling against McGowan. Hands it off to Martin. Right-handed layup. Good for her. with 2:23 left. That ties the ball game back up to 19-19. Hill to Sanders, 4-3, bounces around, he bounces in! Oh, what a lucky bounce for Sanders as the AB square self-storage 3 goes in. Out of bounds off of Kingwood Park, it will go Huntsville ball. With 2:02 left in the first half. Thania McGowan will now check into the ball game for her twin sister, Thania McGowan. Thania, they call Beyonce as her nickname. They call Thania Chris Brown. It's kind of funny to say the least. Thania with the ball, but the shot doesn't go, but she gets fouled just as she gets into the ball game, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 of her own. You know, I talked to head coach Latoya Bennett about the Twins every so often. She puts them in based on their defense as the first free throw doesn't go in. Markia Sweat will now check into the ball game, coming in for Jaslyn Hill. But back to the McGowan Twins, they may not be known for their offense, but they will play really good defense, and it's shown tonight with Thania, as well as the second free throw from Thania McGowan doesn't go in, but intercepted by Sweat to McGowan. Twine finds Sanders in the corner, but it's too late. Inside to Gage from Sweat, and Gage gets fouled once again, and she will go to the line to shoot 2 more. By the way, the previous foul that was committed by the Kingwood Park Panthers that put Huntsville into the double bonus. Or this foul did it, actually. It's now 10 team fouls for the Kingwood Park Panthers. First free throw doesn't go in for Janavia Gage. Emma Green will now check out of the ball game. Coming in will be Maddie McDaniel. Gage's second free throw goes in this time with 90 seconds left in the ball game. Or the first half, rather. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, ladies and gentlemen. As Cross passes it to Rogers in the corner. Blocked by Sweat out of nowhere. Woo! She came out of nowhere. And that is what Sweat will offer you. It's going to be a off-ball foul. Looked like it was committed off of Sweat. The players acting like it's Huntsville ball. No, it looks like must have been a 5-second violation, but nonetheless, it's Huntsville ball with 1:13 left in the second quarter. Sanders receives the pass from Twine for 3, doesn't go. Gage with the offensive rebound. Sanders will try another one. It is a traveling violation, though. The shot wouldn't have counted if it gone in. They called traveling violation on Chloe Sanders. It will be Kingwood Park ball with 60 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Ball is loose, stolen by Sweat. To Gage. Layup doesn't go, but the foul is called, and Gage will go back to the line once again to shoot 2 more. With 54.75 seconds left in the first half. First free throw rattles in. Ellery Stanislaw will be set to check in for the Lady Panthers, as she does, coming in for Anaya Cross. One thing that has stood out for me so far for the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers is that Biva Bird hasn't been playing as much. She's only played a few minutes. Haven't seen her at all in the second quarter, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as Gage made the second free throw. Rogers up the court to Martin. Outside of Stanislaw. To Bustamante, could have been a travel call, but no call. Up the top of the key to McDaniel. 3 ball doesn't go. Twine trying to get the rebound, but it rolls out of bounds off of her, and it'll still be Kingwood Park ball with 35.36 seconds left in the second quarter. There is still people coming into the Paul Bowen gym. Shot by Martin misses. It was initially blocked by Gage, but they're going to call it a foul on her, a push foul. It was on the shot, so Martin will go to the line to shoot 2. Huntsville, though, so far have done a good job keeping the fouls in check with only 5 in this first half. Free throw by Martin, rattles in and out. Crowd getting into it here. Second free throw doesn't go. Bustamante with the rebound, who just checked in. Rogers, and it's going to be a traveling violation by Rogers with 27.2 seconds left. Jordan Smith and Carlos Zimmerman tuning in into the stream. Thank you, guys. Carlos Zimmerman and Luke Scott believe they made it to Kingwood Park themselves, where the boys team will be taking on the Panthers later on tonight. 8 seconds left. Twine has to move quickly. 5 seconds left to Sanders. Inside the Gage. Pass is hit by Bustamante. It goes out of bounds off of Bustamante with 1.68 seconds left. Jaslyn Hill will now check into the ball game for the Lady Hornets. For Thania McGowan, Chelsea Butler will come in for Markia Sweat. DeHill, jump shot, this will be 2. Goes in as the buzzer sounds to signal the end of the first half. And Huntsville go out to a 9-point lead to end the first half, and that is exactly how you want it to end if you're head coach LaToya Bennett. Don't go away, folks. The Bill Fick Ford halftime show will be underway in just a few minutes. It is 28-19. Huntsville Lady Hornets are up against the Kingwood Park Panthers. Live from the Paul Bowen Gym from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
From the Hornet Nation Broadcast.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. This is the Lady Hornets halftime show, brought to you by Bill Fick Ford. With analysis of the first half, let's return courtside with Collin, Neill.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Collin, Neill here. We are at halftime. We are about 6.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Score correction, actually, it was 27-19. Looked like it was a scoreboard issue. I guess there was conflicting stats. But nonetheless, though, Huntsville Lady Hornets off to a decent start so far, an 8-point lead. They were either tied or losing to Kingwood Park for the beginnings of that second quarter. Katie Gerbisek just could not miss on three. She hit 3 3-pointers in that second quarter for the Lady Panthers, the senior guard, and that just propelled the Kingwood Park Panthers as they went out to a 3-point lead, and the Lady Hornets, though, just caught fire on their own, and Kingwood Park just could not take care of the ball. They turned it over quite a bit. And that is what the Lady Hornets are good at doing. They are good with that defense, that congesting defense that will make a team's offense a living nightmare. If the Lady Hornets can keep doing that, they will keep running away with this and win by a considerable margin. Because what they've done over this district run, again at 5-1, coming off of the loss against the Lufkin Lady Pack, they have not only been playing good defense, they have also been playing really, really great offense. Of course, last time out, against Lufkin, they didn't do any of that, but the team so far has done such a good job of putting that in the pass. Twine has done a good job putting that in the pass. Hitting a couple 3 balls on her own. She has done really such a good job. Aquarius Howard, even though she has no points, she's still trying to get back in the groove of things, so I wouldn't worry about that if I am Huntsville. We're just about 4.5 minutes away from tip-off. As looks like they're gonna play some musical chairs here. Before that, they had some kids coming out with NBA jerseys, which personally, I'm a Rockets fan myself, but getting a little off topic here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm probably gonna get a lot of little Rockets haters. We got Buzzy the Hornet here saying hi to us. Again, such a packed crowd here in Huntsville, Texas. The crowd has been getting into it, and that's not to say anything less of Kingwood Park. They have traveled really well here. Can't really see them as they're right behind me on the concourse. We're sitting sideline, and we're seeing the Huntsville home crowd side, as you can see live on the stream. So with the crowd getting into it, coming off that tough loss against Lufkin, it is really huge for the Huntsville Lady Hornets. Looks like the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers are ready to get back into this game once the commencement of the second half gets underway in just about 3 minutes. Keys to the second half for the Huntsville Lady Hornets, it'll be to capitalize more and more off of the mistakes on Kingwood Park's side. They really have to make sure they can execute inside the paint as well when they come off of those turnovers, because most of those turnovers have been on fast breaks, and they have to execute inside. They have to execute the layups, even the wide open ones. There have been a few of them that were wide open that they should have made. So to shake off that second quarter, especially early on in that second quarter, and just keep on playing Lady Hornet basketball. And on the defensive side, just keep doing what you're doing. You held them to 19 points in that first half. Make sure you keep an eye on Katie Gerbisek, because she is red hot from the 3-point arc. You do not want her to get hot again, because that is what got Kingwood Park back into the ball game once the second quarter continued. That will do it for the Bill Fick Ford halftime show. When we come back, the beginning of the second half will be underway. Live from the Paul Bowen Gym in Huntsville, Texas. Live on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Fick Ford.
This has been the Lady Hornets halftime show, brought to you by Fick Ford. Get ready, the second half tip-off is coming up next. AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Welcome back to the Paul Bowen Gym here in Huntsville, Texas. We are just about to get underway for the second half in about 15 seconds. The Huntsville Lady Hornets on the court, ready to get going here. On the court for them to start the second half will be Markia Sweat, Aquarius Howard, Mahea Twine, Chelsea Butler, and Janavia Gage. Waiting on Kingwood Park to see who they will roll out to start this third quarter. Looks like it'll be Katie Gerbisic, Asia Martin, Anaya Cross, Biva Bird, and Maddie McDaniel to start out for the Lady Panthers. Again, let us know where you are tuning in from. Chad Webb tuning in Stingham Hornets, yes. As my great friend Luke Scott said, always Stingham Hornets. Which, by the way, reminds me, be sure you tune in later on tonight as the Huntsville boys basketball team will be going up against Kingwood Park. Pre-game tip-off will be at 7 p.m., so they should be getting underway right as we end this game. So be sure you tune in over there after the completion of the Huntsville Lady Hornets. There is still some discussion. Referees weren't back in just yet to start this second half. The teams were ready before they were. So looks like we will finally get ready to get started for this second half. Head coach Latoya Bennett breaks the huddle. Huntsville Lady Hornets will start this third quarter. Howard will inbound, and we are underway for the third quarter. That's Howard to Gage on the right wing. Head coach Latoya Bennett likes to move her around. Cross court pass from Sweat to Gage, goes out of bounds. Gage stepped out of bounds as she was trying to save it, so it will go Kingwood Park ball. That's Biva Bird, the senior. She didn't play a lot of the second quarter. Seems like she is okay, so that's good for the Lady Panthers. Got to still keep an eye out on her. That's Cross, dribbling against Howard. To McDaniel, guarded by Butler. Martin guarded by Gage, 7:18 left in the third quarter, almost stolen by Sweat. To the corner to McDaniel for three. That one goes in. 5-point ball game now for the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers, and those are the first points of the third quarter. Huntsville looking to respond here. Howard driving inside to Gage. Shoots the three-pointer, doesn't go, just a little short. She can't shoot. Head coach Latoya Bennett once told me that's going to be a traveling violation on Anaya Cross. It'll go back to Huntsville. That's got to be the first three-pointer attempt by Janavia Gage. I've talked to head coach Latoya Bennett about Gage, and Bennett says that she can shoot pretty well. She may not shoot often, but if she's open, she will not hesitate to take a shot. Howard inside to Gage on the right block. Gage's shot is good. And that is her forte, moving around in the paint and putting up the tough shot. Bird drives inside. That's looked like it may have been blocked by Gage. Hits off the rim. Twine will take it up the court. 6:03 left in the third quarter. Huntsville moving around. Butler right in front of Howard, possibly to set up a screen. And the pass is way overthrown by Howard, and that's Bird with the steal. Inside the cross, right-handed layup doesn't go, but it's going to be a hard foul called on Markia Sweat, and Cross will go to the line to shoot a pair with 5:46 left in the third quarter. First foul committed by either team in this second half. First shot by Cross goes in. Oliviana Wynn and Jaslyn Hill will now check into the ball game. Chelsea Butler and Aquarius Howard will head to the Lady Hornet bench. Cross's second free throw, nothing but net on that one. Five-point ball game once again. Huntsville are trying to pull away here. Wynn receives it on the left elbow to Hill. Steps up for a two-pointer. Bounces, doesn't go. Ball is tipped out of bounds. It looked to be off of Gerbisek last. It'll still be Huntsville ball. Gage will inbound it. Up the court to Hill. To Twine. Three-pointer. A little too strong off the back iron. Offensive rebound by Wynn. Huntsville will have another shot at getting points here. That's Sweat on the other side. Back to Hill. Back to Sweat. Back to Hill. Almost overthrown out of bounds. To Twine. Huntsville taking their time. Twine has to move quickly out of the lane and does. Hill bounce passes to Sweat. Jump shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Mahea Twine. And the ball goes out of bounds off of her, however. It'll go to Kingwood Park. Twine saying that it was off of Kingwood Park last, but the referees disagree. Viva Bird moving up the court. Congestion defense by Sweat. And it's going to be a foul call on Sweat. Interesting call, as I guess they were calling it a push foul. So interesting call there by the referee. It'll be Kingwood Park ball. Cross moving up the court to the corner to Martin. To McDaniel, driving along the baseline, goes nowhere. Martin trying to find her way around Gage, but Gage not letting her go anywhere. Pass nearly goes out of bounds, saved by Cross, guarded by Wynn. Moves past Wynn, shot misses, rebounded by Sweat. 4:17 left in the third quarter. Again, the Lady Hornets trying to take their time, trying to find a quality shot. Not trying to rush it like they did against Lufkin. Sweat trying to find her way. Gives it off to Gage. To Twine. Twine directing traffic. Guarded by Cross. Butler will be set to check back into the ball game. Little Euro step. Tough layup. Doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Bird. Inside pass to Cross. Shot doesn't go, but she will be fouled. Looks like the foul, yep, is going to be on Wynn. With 3:31 left, Cross will go to the line to shoot 2. That's Huntsville's 3rd team foul. So far, Kingwood Park has committed no fouls. So first-year head coach Andrew Cross clearly trying to preach discipline for the Lady Panthers. First free throw goes in. 4-point ball game. Chelsea Butler will now check back into the ball game for Huntsville. Janavia Gage will head to the bench. Second free throw bounces off the rim. Twine with the rebound. 3:28 left in the 3rd quarter. Twine up court to Hill. Inside to Butler. Pass is tipped by Bird and stolen by Bird. And Butler fouls her. 14 fouls now on Huntsville. They have to be careful. Full court press for Huntsville. Bird moving past Sweat, dribbling inside to the corner to Gerbisek. Martin. Cross, left-handed layup, tough layup, just couldn't let it go in. 3:03 left in the 3rd quarter. Jaslyn Hill moving up. Denia McGowan will be set to check back into the ball game. Twine to Hill, thought about the 3, but passes inside to Wynn. Pass was tipped. Butler to Twine for the 3, doesn't go. Wynn trying to fight to get the ball back. Bird loses it, but able to give it off to Martin before it is stolen by Sweat. That's Cross to Martin for the jumper, misses. A little too strong. Bounces out of bounds, last off by Butler, and it'll be Kingwood Park ball with 2:32 left in the 3rd quarter. Chelsea Butler and Marquia Sweat will check out of the ball game. Denia McGowan and Janavia Gage will check in. McDaniel trying to find options. She needs to hurry. Finds Bird on the right block. Dribbles inside the paint. Layup doesn't go. Denia McGowan with the rebound. Gage will get it off to Twine. Twine is guarded by Cross. That is the matchup of the game so far. Twine taking her time. Cross giving her a bit of space, so something to keep an eye on because you don't want to leave Twine open for 3. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Huntsville taking their time. All right, here we go. Hill with the ball from Twine to Gage, and Gage is fouled. Reaching by Anaya Cross. It'll be Huntsville Lady Hornet ball, and that is the 1st team foul of the 2nd half by Kingwood Park. Hill receives the inbound pass. Twine on the Buzzy the Hornet logo on the other side to Denia McGowan for 3. Good it! Denia McGowan with the AB squared self-storage 3. Get the crowd going. Cross moving up the court, pull up, jumper. Doesn't go, too strong off the back of the iron. Rebound by Gage. Twine moving up quickly with 1:12 left in the 3rd quarter. Gage on along the baseline, passes it back to Twine. A little bit of a crossover. Twine directing traffic, telling Gage to get in the paint, possibly for a pick and roll. Twine working away inside the win. Ball is still in. Denia McGowan saved it from going out of bounds, but it would have been off of the Lady Panthers if she let it go. Twine on the other side of the court. Pass is tipped by Martin. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be Lady Hornet ball. Favor Rogers and Alexa Bustamante will check in for the Lady Panthers. Cross and Bird will head to the bench. Chloe Sanders, the freshman, will check in for Denia McGowan. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Hill to Twine. Sanders is wide open. Whistle is blown. It'll be a a 3-second violation by Gage as she was in the paint for too long. 5-second, rather. Rogers receives the inbound pass, 20 seconds left, guarded by Sanders. Stolen by Sanders, she gets it. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Huntsville gotta move quickly. They are up the court. Hill using her speed. Wynn received the pass. It's gonna be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers. Looked like that pass was intended for Sanders, who was in the corner, open for three, and Wynn thought that pass was intended for her. 7-point ball game, 7.2 seconds left. Bird moving up the court for Kingwood Park. 4 seconds left. Pull-up jumper, this will be for two. Rolls in and out, and that will sound the end of the third quarter. Huntsville up by 7. Still got a lot of work to do to make sure they ice the ball game, because Kingwood Park are threatening to get back into the ball game. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a few moments. When we come back, the fourth quarter will be underway live from the Paul Bowen Gym in Huntsville, Texas, from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
Welcome back. We are underway for the fourth quarter here in Huntsville, Texas. 32-25, Lady Hornets looking to put this ball game away. That's Howard and McGowan, who just checked back in at the start of the fourth quarter for Chloe Sanders. Howard also checked in along with McGowan. Pass is tipped out of bounds by Asia Martin of Kingwood Park. It will go Huntsville. 7:35 left in the fourth quarter. Twine cross court to McGowan on the left wing, inside to Gage, to Sweat, and it'll be a charge called on Gage. Bird is the one that draws it, and it will be Kingwood Park ball. Bit of a delay. Katie, I guess there's some confusion on, looks like there's a bit of confusion or something, or the referee's just making sure they have it right. So Kingwood Park will get up the court, but Huntsville not letting them. Bird just crosses half court. Bird dribbling it herself to Rogers in the corner for three. Goes in, nothing but net. 7 minutes left in the ball game, 4-point game. Huntsville are leading, but they need to pack on some more points here. 32-28. Currently, possession arrow favors Kingwood Park, still something to keep an eye on later down the line. 5 fouls on the Hornets, also another thing to keep an eye on. Twine is guarded by McDaniel. Screen by Sweat. Twine falls down. Stolen by Martin. Twine slow to get up. Pass inside from Rogers to Martin. Gets tipped out of bounds by Sweat. And there's going to be a pause in the action as Twine is currently down, with 6:24 left in the fourth quarter. Let's see if she's able to get up, and she is being helped up by the training staff, and she'll walk off the court. Jocelyn Hill will check into the ball game for her. And if you're head coach Latoya Bennett, you gotta hope she is okay, because that is your floor general, that is your locker room leader. Markia Sweat will check out of the ball game. Oliviana Wynn will check in. Again, 32-28. Lady Hornets are up with 6:24 left. There's a foul. Looks like it was push foul. Might have been committed by Gage. Don't know exactly what that was, but McDaniel will inbound it to Martin. To Bird for the jumper. Misses everything. Wynn got the rebound. Gage with the ball. She'll take it up the court herself with 6:14 left in the ball game. Hill receives the pass. Howard trying to direct traffic. Again, her first game back. To Gage, to Hill. Cross court, stolen by Gerbisic of the Lady Panthers. Bird trying to drive inside, loses it. Throws it to McDaniel in the corner for three, and that one makes it a 1-point ball game. It's going to be a timeout called by first-year head coach Andrew Cross. It'll be 30 seconds, so we'll keep it right here. Looks like there's still some confusion with the scores table and the officials, but while we have the pause in the action, let's thank some more of our wonderful sponsors. Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals, and AB Squared Self-Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility. Head coach Latoya Bennett has to be telling our players that they have to know their assignments. They have to know where they have to go on offense, because they are in a bit of danger right now. A 1-point ball game, 1-point ball game. 5:40 left in the fourth quarter. That's Aquarius Howard. Kingwood Park pouring on the full court press. Howard is trapped, but gets around the double team. Crowd starting to get into it here in Huntsville, Texas. Gage to Howard. Howard will dribble back around the half-court line. Hill dribbles past Rogers. Howard with a three-pointer, goes in! Welcome back, Aquarius Howard, as she gets the lead back up to 4. That three-pointer sponsored by AB Squared Self-Storage, blocked by Howard! Ooh, welcome back, Aquarius Howard. An AB Squared Self-Storage 3 and a block on the other end. 4:34 left in the ball game. Hill driving inside to Gage, to Howard. Howard back to Gage. Gage to Hill. Inside to Wynn. Puts up the shot, doesn't go. Wynn gets her own miss. Puts up the shot, doesn't go, but she will get fouled on the shot, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. 4:19 left in the ball game. 4-point ball game. A very, very tense game here in the Paul Bowen gym. First free throw from Wynn goes in. Second free throw just too far to the left. Ball's kicked out of bounds. It was off of a Lady Hornet last. It'll be Kingwood Park ball. And good sign right here for the Huntsville Lady Hornets as Mahia Twine checks back into the ball game. Sanaya McGowan will head to the bench. That's Bird with the ball, guarded by Twine. 4:10 left, layup by Bird. Hits off the rim and goes in. Twine, who just checked back into the ball game. She looks to be moving just fine as she gets past Rogers, but Bird is there. Euro step doesn't go, rebound Gage, and that one goes in for the second chance points. Stolen by Twine to Howard, shot rattles out, but goes back in, off the backboard. A 4-point swing just like that for Huntsville. 3 ball by Rogers goes in. Nothing but net on that one. 40-36 with 3:23 left. Kingwood Park not going down easily. Timeout, Huntsville Lady Hornets. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Very, very, very tense ball game, especially with Howard putting up that three-pointer and Twine just as she comes back into the ball game. Making stuff happen, missed the layup, but Gage is right there to clean up the missed shot, puts up the shot. That one went in, and Twine causing more chaos, stealing, pokes it out of the Lady Panthers' hands. Howard recovering it and then putting it up for the shot. Twine will inbound it for the Lady Hornets, gives it off to Hill. A bit of a 3-guard, 2-forward offense out there for the Lady Hornets. Hill loses it, goes out of bounds. It'll go to Kingwood Park. That is not what you want if you're the Lady Hornets. And head coach LaToya Bennett knows it. 3:01 left in the ball game. Full court press for the Lady Hornets. Bird moving up the court. Guarded by Twine. Twine falls down, shot by Bird. It doesn't go, but she is fouled by Wynn on the shot. And Bird will go to the line to shoot a pair. Markia Sweat will check back into the ball game for, nope, they're gonna hold her off after this free throw. .250 left in the ball game. First free throw rolls off the rim, off the backboard, no good. Sweat will now finally check back into the ball game for Jaslyn Hill. Bird's second free throw bounces off the front of the rim. Martin gets the rebound. There's a whistle, a jump ball. It still favors the Kingwood Park Panthers. Sanaya McGowan will now check into the ball game for Aquarius Howard. Wynn steals it, shot, throws in. Oh wait, hold on, wait a minute. My mistake, Wynn actually put it into the Kingwood Park bucket. It will be 2 points for the Lady Panthers. That is something you don't see every day. Twine dribbles inside past Rogers. She gets fouled on the layup, falls down. She will go to the line to shoot 2. Wynn realizing her mistake. Head coach LaToya Bennett still keeping her in there at the moment. 2-point ball game now, 2:23 left. Twine's free throw doesn't go, goes in rather. 3-point ball game. Twine trying to pick her teammate back up. Twine's second free throw doesn't go. Rebounded by Martin. Up the court to Rogers. McGowan is there to stop Rogers. Back to Martin. To cross. Thought about the three. Drives inside. Stolen by Sweat. It's going to be a jump ball call, but it's still going to favor the Huntsville Lady Hornets with 2:12 left in the ball game. Twine slowly up the court. One possession game now with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Dribbles past Rogers, but will try to just back off. Past Rogers, Euro step, past the Gage, and that one rattles in. Nice vision by Mahia Twine to find Gage on the left block and put up the shot to make it a 5-point ball game. Cross the Gerber, second quarter for three, rattles in. 2-point ball game now with 1:36 left. This game has it all, folks. We are coming down to the wire. Double team with Gerbicek coming in. Twine trying to find her way around it. Gerbicek fouls her. It'll be the third team foul for the Lady Panthers, so no free throws just yet. Thania McGowan will now check into the ball game for Oliviana Wynn. Twine finds her way around the double team, finds Gage. Back to Twine, 1:13 left in the ball game. Double team by Cross and Rogers. Moves past the double team, Euro set to McGowan for the layup, goes in! What a move by Twine to get past the double team. Ball's loose, McGowan dives for it. There's a fight for the ball. It's a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers. 57.1 seconds left, 4-point ball game. It's gonna be a timeout called by the Lady Panthers rather. It's gonna be a full timeout, so we're gonna go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds. When we come back, we will continue the fourth quarter. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
Welcome back to the Paul Bowen Gym in Huntsville, Texas. 45-41, it's coming down to the wire. Huntsville and Kingwood Park. That's Bird with the ball, guarded by Twine. Nearly stolen by Thania McGowan. Gerbicek to McDaniel. 45 seconds left, three ball goes in. 1-point ball game. It's gonna be a timeout called by Kingwood Park. With 39.78 seconds left. It's gonna be a full timeout, so we'll step aside again for 30 more seconds. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Fick Ford.
Welcome back to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Collin, Neill here. It's the fourth quarter. They're under 40 seconds left. 1-point ball game, 45-44. Our Lady Hornets are still in the lead, haven't given up the lead since the beginning of the second quarter, but they do not want to give it up again. 39.78 seconds left. Gage will inbound it to Twine, and Twine will get fouled on the inbound. Foul will be on Favor Rogers. 15 foul for the the Kingwood Park Panthers, rather. Boys basketball just got underway. Sweat gets fouled by Katie Gerbisic. Looks like the Lady Panthers are going to force the Lady Hornets to win it from the free throw line. Some discussion. Don't know what it is. And Katie Gerbisic was fouled out of the ball game, so that is huge. It'll be Ellery Stanislaw taking her place. 37.77 seconds left. Inbound to Twine, she gets fouled immediately. So with that foul, it will put the Lady Hornets in the 1-and-1 bonus. Some big, big free throws in the final 36 seconds. Emma Green and Ellery Stanislaw will check out. Biva Bird and Favor Rogers will check in. On the court for the Lady Panthers, it'll be Maddie McDaniel, Favor Rogers, Biva Bird, Asia Martin, and Anaya Cross. As Twine's first free throw doesn't go too strong, rebounded by Martin. Kingwood Park trying to move up quickly. Cross gets past the double team. Poked away by McGowan and cleaned up by Hill. Up the court to Sweat. Sweat gets it. Fouled on the shot and almost got the and one to go in. But Sweat will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws with 22 seconds left. Sweat taking her time. Free throw goes in. Two-point ball game. Sweat looking to make it a 3-point ball game. Free throw goes in. Great composure from the junior forward. Martin moving up quickly, loses the ball for a second. 15 seconds left. McDaniel with the ball guarded by Sweat. 11 seconds left, and it's going to be a timeout called by Andrew Cross for the Lady Panthers. It'll be a full timeout, so we're going to go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds. So when we come back, we will have the final 10 seconds of the fourth quarter. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Fick Ford.
(47-44). Huntsville Lady Hornets are up by 3. Collin, Neill here. We are in the final 10 seconds of this ball game. Huntsville boys basketball underway. They are down 5-3 against Kingwood Park. They are in the first quarter. Luke Scott and Carlos Zimmerman are on the call for that one. So tune in for that after the conclusion of this ball game. It's going to be a 5-second violation. Actually, there's a push foul. It was on, I think it was on Martin, judging by Martin's reaction to the call. It's going to be another timeout. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here for this one. Folks, to catch you up to speed on this one, if you're just tuning in, the Huntsville Lady Hornets have led the majority of this ball game, but the Kingwood Park Panthers, off of some stellar three-point shooting, have been able to climb back into this ball game. The Lady Hornets were up by 8 at one point, and the offense sort of just went stagnant, and the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers have been taking advantage. So with that foul, I believe that would send a Lady Hornet to the line. Don't know who it would send. As we're getting out of this full timeout that was called by head coach Latoya Bennett. It will be an inbounds pass. It had to be a foul because the referee was pointing at Martin. So 10 seconds left. Twine will inbound it. Hands it off to Sweat off the inbounds. Head coach Andrew Cross not liking the call. 7 seconds left to Sweat, to Twine. Kingwood Park trying to foul to Gage, and finally the Lady Panthers will foul. It was committed by Maddie McDaniel on Gage, and Gage will go to the line to shoot 2 and potentially ice this ball game. First free throw, too short. To be exact, 0.94 seconds left, so the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers would have to give off a shot very quickly. Second free throw, bounces off the front iron. The buzzer sounds, and that is a Huntsville Lady Hornet victory, albeit a very, very close ball game. 47-44, and the Lady Hornets are back in the win column here in Huntsville, Texas. Don't go away, folks. We still got the post-game wrap-up coming your way live from the Paul Bowen Gym from the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. This is KSAM Sports. Your Lady Hornets are victorious.
Self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Bill Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Bill Fick Ford.
The Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, welcomes you to the Huntsville Lady Hornets postgame wrap-up with stats and analysis of tonight's ball game. Let's return courtside with Collin, Neill, and head coach LaToya Bennett.
Welcome back. Huntsville Lady Hornets victorious, 47-44. Post-game wrap-up underway here, and we are joined here by Mahea Twine, or May. Mahea, just your thoughts on the win tonight.
Coming back and winning this home game. Losing that game in Lufkin humbled us a little bit. We was getting too comfortable. And now that we learned, like, after that L, we know we want to go farther in playoffs, so we know we have to lock in and come win at home, even though it was a close game. Yeah,
I talked to head coach LaToya Bennett for the ball game. I noticed after the practice before the ball game, y'all had a one-on-one, and I talked to her, and she said that you really, really hate losing.
Yes, I'm a sore loser, if you want to call it that.
Hey, a new quote for you: I hate losing more than I hate winning, more than I love winning.
Yes.
Moneyball, great movie. I don't know if you like baseball, but I tune into that.
I watch a little baseball.
Okay, all right. Well, Moneyball, I recommend it. I think it's on Netflix still.
I got you.
But anyway, getting a little off topic here. The shot was falling here, the shot was falling there, but you still kept up on the defense. And Kingwood Park was coming back. What happened? What seemed to change when they were starting to come back into the ball game?
I mean, when they started coming back into the ball game in the timeout, I told my teammates as a point guard and as a leader, like, we got to lock in right now if we want to win, not be on a losing streak for 2 games in a row. And we know that we don't like losing at home, so we knew we had to lock in and go ahead and win the ball game.
And just the thoughts on the crowd. I mean, this has got to be the biggest crowd I've seen so far in district play. Just your thoughts on that.
Oh, yeah, I like that crowd right there. I think that what made us lock in for real.
All right. Well, Mahea, any more people you want to shout out that could be tuning in?
You seen Marquez with their leg sleeve? That's my girl. We was balling out there. You know? And I got to dance. Can I do my dance?
Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
London and Brandy, if you watch this, bow, bow. Okay.
Thank you, Mahea.
I got to work on mine, I guess.
Come on, Coach. You got to have a dance move.
I can't do it right now.
We are joined by Huntsville Lady Hornet head coach LaToya Bennett. Coach, your thoughts on the win tonight?
I thought in the beginning we were going to run away with it, and then down the stretch, I mean, Kingwood Park, I can tell they've been working on their three-point shots because I think they landed maybe 10 or 11 of them, and that's big. I mean, you know, like I said, I told the team early on, everybody in the district's going to get better as they are able to watch film, notice your weaknesses. I mean, and I can tell you, obviously that probably was one of ours tonight, is just being able to stay locked in, face guard, you know, and know where our shooters are. But I was happy down the stretch that we were able to lock it up. But, man, they did give us a run for our money out there.
Aquarius Howard making her return to not only the game but the starting lineup, and she had a slow start, but she picked it up at that fourth quarter. What does her contributions mean to this team?
I mean, Aquarius is a big-time leader. She really is. Her heart and effort throughout the last 3 years has been monumental to the program. And, you know, to see a junior come out in the center of the floor as a captain before the game, that should tell you a lot about her. And she did that throughout her injury, and she's still doing it now. She plays a huge piece to what we do with Lady Hornet Basketball. And I was happy to see her back out there. Of course, she's kind of hobbling a little bit, but the trainer said it's going to happen. So we're just hoping that she continues to rehab and gets better.
Well, yeah, Kingwood Park, they came back. They were down by just 1 at one point, and I believe you called a timeout. There was a lot going on, so my memory may be a bit off. But what were you telling your girls in that huddle?
Well, I was telling them, know your assignment, know where your man is. You know, we can't get loose. I thought at times we played really loose. We were letting number 5 come through screens, come through handoffs, and just receive the ball. I thought that, I call her Chris Brown, but she's one of the twins, Thania and Thania. I thought they did a really good job of pushing up on her and preventing her from being able to get the ball, as well as number 21, because if you keep those girls without the ball, then they can't anchor down that offense and find those shooters. So I thought that was one thing that the timeout helped out a lot with, is just letting them know what we needed to do. And, you know, just things we work on every day is not allowing those ball handlers to get the ball.
Yeah, you brought in the McGowan twins on the court at the same time. You've said a lot about their defense, and I believe they did their job tonight. Just your thoughts on that.
It's been a long time since they played on the floor together, but I'm telling you, when you need hard-nosed defense, those girls can bring it. And they're two of the fastest girls at Huntsville High School. So when you need them to lock somebody up, they're ready, no matter what the night looks like. And I thought that they've done a great job of knowing when their number's called and being ready when the assignment comes for them. So excited for them.
All right, Coach, any final thoughts? Y'all will have to travel 2.5 hours or so to Nacogdoches in rival enemy territory this Tuesday, January 31st. Just your final thoughts before we sign off.
Well, we're back out on the road. Of course, Nacogdoches, they're not going to give it to us lightly.
Nope.
I'm sure it's going to be a dog fight. But I look forward to my girls getting in there, fighting hard, locking it up. I'm looking for a lot more on the offensive end this time. So I'm hoping that they know their assignment and we're able to put the ball in the hole a little bit more on Tuesday night.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach. As always, go celebrate your victory.
Thank you.
All right, that was head coach Latoya Bennett for the Huntsville Lady Hornets. We're going to step aside, take one more final break. We'll have our final thoughts, and when we come back, we will give our final thoughts and sign off. From the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, this is KSAM Sports.
The year-end sales event is going strong here at Fick Ford in Huntsville. From the rugged Ford F-150s with a combination of features that make them the perfect truck to the all-new, roomier, and more fuel-efficient Ford Explorers and Expeditions, there's still time to get a no-bull deal. Don't mark it off your list. Head on over to Fick Ford or shop online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com. Happy New Year from Bill, Amy, and all of us here at Fick Ford.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Welcome back to the post-game wrap-up. Again, the Huntsville Lady Hornets victorious 47-44. As head coach Latoya Bennett said, she was trying to make sure that her team knew their assignments, and they were able to keep their hands in the game, keep the lead, and come out victorious against the Kingwood Park Lady Panthers and sweep the season series to move to 6-1, still first place in the district, and this win was huge as well, as Kingwood Park was second in the district. So it was going to be a tough game, especially coming off of that loss against the Lufkin Lady Pack, and that is exactly what the Lady Hornets did. Come out on top victorious, and they will have their weekend break, and they will begin another two-game road trip. First off, beginning at Nacogdoches High School, where they will face the Lady Dragons this Tuesday, January 31st at 6 p.m. I want to thank everyone responsible for making this broadcast possible. CJ Miller running the dials for us, Houston Hardcastle running the camera. Both of them doing a good job on tonight. And that will do it for me here, Collin Neill, signing off. For now, we will see you back this Tuesday, January 31st, 6 p.m. tip-off, 5:45 p.m. pregame. Back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. And as always, Stingham Hornets, have a good rest of your Friday and have a good weekend. Stay warm out there. It is getting cold out there. Good night. God bless from Huntsville, Texas.
Been a presentation of Huntsville Lady Hornet Basketball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. No portion of this broadcast may be used without the expressed written consent of Huntsville High School Athletics, our broadcast partners, or 101.7 KSAM. On behalf of Collin, Neill, and the entire KSAM Sports crew, I'm Carlos Zimmerman saying thank you for watching and good night. We are the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Stingham Hornets.